Hi, it's Erica with Allison Development Group, and I am going to talk about how to do a video blog post. I got into them in January, and if you follow my blog at all, you know that I really like them for a couple of reasons. One, it's just nice to have a little bit of a change of pace from writing and typing to just talking into the camera. There are ways to do it so that you feel comfortable, and for me, I am comfortable doing it on camera. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some great takeaway points to think of or have in mind before you start to shoot your video or do a video blog post. First and foremost, think about the content. My content today is obviously how to do a video post. The second thing is to think about the key takeaway points that you want to deliver. Obviously, it's kind of like writing a blog post. You want to think about those key takeaway points, really drive them home, and then wrap it up with those points as well. Kind of do a little storytelling in the middle if you can, but really keep to those key points. Make sure that you're comfortable in your setting of your video post. I try and change it up from time to time, but a lot of times you'll see it in my office. I do a little sound check and location check before I get started, so I'm not completely off the cuff, but I do like to check it out and just make sure it fits and it works and that I'm comfortable with how I'm coming across in that particular location. So today I'm in another room in my house just to change it up. And then also you want to keep in mind your brevity and your time. For most people, a general rule of thumb is 2 minutes, 2.5. I've been known to go as long as 5. That's really, for me, that's too long. I think people will tune out if I go much longer than 2.5 minutes. Although I do have a very generous and loyal audience that will hang in there with me if they can. But typically 2 minutes. For a lot of people, that they think that's hard. It's really not if you storyboard your concept out or you think in advance about those points that you want to make. So that's just something to keep in mind with timing. And then there are also some really important tips as far as how to load your video. Everybody can do a lot of different editing, and I won't get into that because I prefer actually not to edit. I'd rather just shoot it, chop off the front and the back of the video so that I have a nice tight vlog post. But for the most part, the next most important step is loading it onto your YouTube or your Vimeo channel if you don't have one already. It's free, it's easy, sign up, create one. And there are some very specific tips to implement when you tag your videos, when you categorize your videos, and the copy that you put into the description of your videos. So I will write about that part so that I don't go too long on this video post. But just to sum it up, the key points for me and for anybody that's just getting started in video blog posting is to first think about your content and determine what you want to say, your key takeaway points, as I've mentioned today. Check your location and your setting, make sure that you're comfortable with that. I do that before I start. Change up the location and setting if you want to, but don't make it so busy or so crazy that it's kind of like, where's Waldo? Do minimal editing if you can. Keep it short, 2 to 3 minutes max, and then go look at the tips that I'm about to share with you for loading your video and cross-pollinating that video beyond just the initial take. Hope that was helpful. As you can tell, I really do like to do video posts, and I encourage you to try it if you haven't already because it's fun. All right, thanks guys. You can find me at AllisonDevelopmentGroup.com.